Thank you. Letitia, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to me about Aisha. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Nice to meet you.
Yes, you too. This movie I think is coming around at just the right time. I mean, we've got so many immigrant and refugee problems here in America that I don't think we really deal with, and we certainly don't think about them in other countries. Talk about what drew you to this film. Like I said, I think it's coming at just the right time.
Um, I'm always attracted to stories that feel impactful. Like it just feels like it's just got meaning behind it,
Mhm.
that can relate to people. Um, I loved when I read it, it just felt simple. It didn't feel complicated. It just felt like the objectives of the story was very clear and what I had to bring to it and what I wanted to bring to it felt very clear in my mind. I knew it was going to be tough. I didn't think it was going to be an easy walk in the park, but I knew that it can make a difference in some way if if it's done properly. So that's what attracted me to it. I love that I didn't have a lot of words. It was just a lot of it's just the internal battle of what this character is going through. That was what I knew would be required of me to carry that, and then stepping up to the challenge of carrying that, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Did you draw from any personal experiences coming into this? I know your family came from Guyana to London, and I'm sure that was a big change and a lot of stuff to deal with there, especially bureaucracy. Talk to me about any personal experiences you were able to bring to the role.
Yes, I understood Aisha's journey in a small, tiny, relatable way, not
Mhm.
as huge as she's gone through.
Yeah.
But I also know, friends, family, people that have gone through the system that is it's quite a tough thing to go through, the limitations that the limitations that you face when you're just trying to get to the other side of any immigration matter. Um,
Mhm.
but I felt like once I did more research as well, in connection to anything that I knew on a personal matter or like from friends, family, I just found that altogether it was just yeah, super tough, and just wanted to be that vessel that this story could channel through to spread light on what's happening. And it's happening in different ways. The immigration system of England, um, specifically in, England, it's different to what it is in Ireland. So it's different, but what keeps everything connected is the experiences and how people feel and how it limits them. And how it's just a battle to make it to the other side, to have your own. Yeah.
You worked with Frank Barry on this, and I know his last film, he kind of explored the Irish prison system, and so he's kind of
Mhm.
tackling all these societal issues within Ireland. How closely did you guys get to work together in sort of researching your role and kind of and developing your character?
Yeah, very early on, from the time I read the script and let him know that I wanted to do it. I kind of just, just like, I don't care who you're auditioning. I want to do it. So he was very responsive to that. But from the very beginning, he provided me with a lot of research materials. He does extensive research before he steps into to writing and before he directs, which I really respect and I really love. So I got a hold of the stuff that he was researching, uh real relationships of people who have gone through the provision system in Ireland that he's got connections to. I've spoken
Oh
with
wow.
them, and just yeah, just filling myself up with a lot of the research that's out there as well online, and speaking to real people, real experiences, and just tapping in with my director, like just tapping in with him on each scene, each moment. honestly was one of the best experiences I've ever had as, as an artist. I say one of because I've had so many. So it's in on the list. And yeah, just a great experience for me as an artist, just really having a director just trust me and also giving me the space to allow the scenes to breathe and stripping back whenever we feel like it's going like it's too many words or anything that's just not feeding the story. He would allow it to just strip back and just trust what was happening inside of me to capture it. So yeah, overall it was a great collaborative experience.
Most people know you from Black Panther, obviously, but I've been a fan of the choices you've been making outside of that. Whether it's like the Silent Twins, the Western you just did recently too. Like name just slipped from my mind. But yes, but I've really been a fan of the choices you've been making outside of that. Talk to me about your process when it comes to like picking the roles that you want to do. You're not someone who works a dozen times a year. You pick and choose, which is one of the things I like. Talk to me about that process for you.
Oh, it's been a process that it started when I was a teenager, actually.
Mhm.
I'm just picky. And when I say picky, it's like I don't want to waste anybody's time and I
Mm,
don't want to have my time wasted. And I want to really find something that, when the days are hard and it's tough, I can pick myself up and say, this story really matters. So my choices, you know, predominantly have been theater and independent films and TV.
mhm.
And Marvel's the only major franchise I belong I'm in collaboration with. So if anyone really, really knows my filmography, they will know like LW loves indie films and TV shows. And theater that's just like once it's great, she's on there. So it's been quite easy for me because I just trust my spirit. Um I trust my choices. Sometimes my choices they may not be executed by the team that I wanted it to be executed. Do you know what I mean? Like in the way that I thought it would be. But I know that when I strip that all back and I look at the performance, I know that I gave everything I could give.
Right.
Because and I really love that character. So I make choices based on my instincts, based on my spirit, based on prayer. And it's been leading me very, very well. And I aim to continue to do that.
I really like the relationship between Aisha and Connor in this, and your chemistry with Josh O'Connor. You guys are really work really
Mhm.
well together in this. Talk to me about working with him and how you guys got along on set.
We got along great. He's so beautiful and easy to work with. Um, great leading man. Literally that's ticks all the boxes and I look forward to working with him again. I loved how he approached this character. I love how sensitive he was to my character and her experiences. And yeah, he's just a great person to work with. Even when we did kissing scenes, he was very sensitive to how we approached those and
Mhm.
just well-rounded young man.
Before we go, what are you hoping that people get to take away from Aisha when they see it?
I want people to, feel what they feel firstly, whatever's natural to them. But I would love for people to be able to just, yeah, be more compassionate about, you know, anyone who goes through this experience to tap into this world a little bit more and to see like the humanity of it all, and hoping that it could bring some type of change.
Well, Letitia, this has been fantastic. I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with me. I wish you the best of luck with the film, and thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.